Welcome to Gardenland, your ultimate destination for all things gardening and outdoor living. Whether you're a seasoned gardener looking for new inspiration or just starting your gardening journey, you've come to the right place. Creating a garden that supports and attracts wildlife can bring many benefits, both to the environment and to your personal enjoyment of nature. Wildlife-friendly gardening helps to maintain local biodiversity, provides habitat and food for various species, and enhances the beauty and ecological health of your outdoor space. Understanding wildlife-friendly gardening. The importance of wildlife gardens. Wildlife gardens provide critical support for local ecosystems. They offer habitats for birds, insects, mammals, and other creatures, helping to sustain populations and preserve biodiversity. Gardens that support wildlife can also benefit the gardener by improving soil health, aiding in pest control, and increasing pollination for fruit and vegetable crops. Key principles. Diversity. A diverse garden with a variety of plants, structures, and microhabitats can support a wider range of wildlife. Sustainability. Use sustainable practices such as composting, water conservation, and organic gardening to create a healthy environment for wildlife. Native plants. Native plants are adapted to local conditions and provide the best food and habitat for native wildlife. Designing a wildlife-friendly garden. Planning and layout. Start by assessing your garden's layout and existing features. Identify areas that can be enhanced or modified to support wildlife. Consider creating different zones for various types of habitats, such as ponds, meadows, woodlands, and hedgerows. Creating habitat zones. Pond or water feature. A pond can attract amphibians, birds, insects, and mammals. Even a small water feature can provide essential drinking water and habitat. Meadow or wildflower area. Planting a wildflower meadow can provide nectar and pollen for pollinators like bees and butterflies. Woodland or shrub area. Trees and shrubs offer shelter, nesting sites, and food for birds, insects, and mammals. Hedgerows. Hedges can serve as wildlife corridors, connecting different parts of your garden and providing cover and food. Choosing plants for wildlife. Native plants. Native plants are crucial for supporting local wildlife. They have evolved alongside local fauna and provide the best sources of food and habitat. Research native plant species suitable for your region and include a variety of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals. Nectar and pollen plants. Plants that produce nectar and pollen are essential for attracting pollinators like bees, butterflies, and moths. Include a mix of early, mid, and late season bloomers to provide a continuous food source throughout the growing season. Examples: early season, snowdrops, crocuses, primroses. Mid-season, lavender, foxgloves, clover. Late season, asters, goldenrod, sedum. Berry and seed plants. Plants that produce berries, seeds, and nuts can attract birds and small mammals. Include both summer and winter fruiting species to provide year-round food sources. Examples: berry-producing plants, hawthorn, holly, elderberry. Seed-producing plants, sunflowers, coneflowers, thistles. Host plants for caterpillars. Caterpillars are a vital part of the food web, providing food for birds and other predators. Plant species that serve as host plants for butterfly and moth larvae. Examples: milkweed, host plant for monarch butterfly caterpillars. Nettles, host plant for peacock and red admiral butterflies. Willows, host plant for several moth species. Creating water features. Ponds. A pond can be a central feature of a wildlife garden, providing habitat for a range of species. Even a small pond can make a significant difference. Pond design tips. Shape and depth. A varied shape with both shallow and deep areas can support different species. Shallow areas are important for birds and insects, while deeper areas can support amphibians and fish. Planting. Include a mix of submerged, floating, and marginal plants to provide oxygen, shelter, and food. Maintenance. Keep the pond healthy by managing algae growth, avoiding chemical treatments, and ensuring a balance of plant and animal life. Bird baths and drinking stations. Bird baths and drinking stations provide essential water for birds and other wildlife, especially during hot or dry periods. Design tips. Placement. Place bird baths in open areas where birds can spot predators but near enough to trees or shrubs for quick escape. Maintenance. Clean regularly to prevent the spread of disease and ensure a fresh water supply. Features. Add stones or shallow platforms to allow smaller creatures to drink safely. 5. Providing shelter and nesting sites. Birdhouses and nesting boxes. Birdhouses and nesting boxes can provide safe places for birds to raise their young. Different species have specific requirements, so research the needs of local birds. Design tips. Variety of habitats. Include different sections to cater to various species, such as hollow stems for solitary bees and crevices for ladybugs. Placement. Place the hotel in a sunny, sheltered spot to attract insects. Maintenance. Check and clean the hotel periodically to ensure it remains in good condition. Log piles and leaf litter. Log piles and leaf litter create habitats for a range of creatures, including insects, amphibians, and small mammals. Design tips. Location. Place log piles and leaf litter in quiet, undisturbed areas of the garden. Materials. Use a variety of logs, branches, and leaves to create diverse microhabitats. Maintenance. Allow natural decomposition to occur and replenish materials as needed. Hedges and dense shrubs. Hedges and dense shrubs provide cover, nesting sites, and food for birds and small mammals. They can also serve as wildlife corridors, connecting different parts of the garden and allowing safe movement. Planting tips. Species selection. Choose native species that produce flowers, berries, or nuts. Layering. Plant a mix of tall shrubs and smaller plants to create a dense, multi-layered habitat. Maintenance. Trim hedges selectively to maintain their structure and encourage new growth. Sustainable gardening practices. Organic gardening. Avoid using chemical pesticides and fertilizers, which can harm wildlife and disrupt the garden's natural balance. Instead, use organic methods to manage pests and enrich the soil. Organic practices. Composting. Create your own compost from garden and kitchen waste to improve soil fertility. Natural pest control. Use companion planting, biological controls, and physical barriers to manage pests. Mulching. Apply organic mulch to retain moisture, suppress weeds, and improve soil health. Water conservation. Conserving water is important for both the environment and garden sustainability. Implementing water-wise practices can help maintain a healthy garden while reducing water use. Thank you for watching Garden Land. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more gardening tips, plant care guides, and outdoor design ideas, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on social media for even more gardening inspiration. Until next time, happy gardening from the Garden Land team.